The Watcher? What the fuck? All right, man. Oh, I love this show. I really love this freaking show, bro. 10 out of 10 for me. Deadass. From the jump, 10 out of 10. But let's get into episode 9. Episode 9 starts with Otto reading the Sokovia Accords in prison, and Norman comes to him and gloats about him being in prison. And he steals all of his inventions and tell him like, yeah, I stole all your inventions. They're mine now. I got them for less than a dime. Your chalk, they're mine. And then, Otto is pissed about this. Like he says, I vow to come straight after you, Norman. So that's set up for season 2. Apparently this show is already greenlit for 3 seasons, which is fantastic because this first season is amazing. From top to bottom, literally. Don starts a heist on the tech that's being transferred, the tech that Norman just got, and Spider-Man swings in and stops the truck from hitting Nico. When I tell you, this Spider-Man suit brings me so much joy because for the past couple years, we have not had an accurate Spider-Man suit. This suit looks fucking amazing. I love it so much. It's probably one of the best suits in the most recent years. Like literally, it's so good. Scorpion comes and stops Peter from talking to Lonnie because Peter wanted Lonnie to stop being there and attacking the truck. And Peter is afraid to fight Scorpion because of the last encounter they had. But then he engages Scorpion anyways. Peter fights Scorpion while Lonnie gets into the truck, and Lonnie gets dosed by the gas. And guess what? He's become the real Tombstone. His skin didn't turn white though. I thought it would. His skin didn't turn white, but Lonnie comes out, and then Lonnie and Peter jump Scorpion. Yeah, they give him work. They went to work on Scorpion. And Lonnie gets trapped eventually after they put Scorpion down, and Scorpion traps Lonnie, and Peter goes to work on Scorpion. He's had enough. He said, you hurting people I love, people I care about. It's up for you. I'm going crazy. And Peter goes to work on him and gives him hands. And Peter eventually gets to the point where he's about to kill Scorpion. And Lonnie comes and stops Peter and says, you don't want to be like that. Peter heard the words of Norman in his head, the wrong lesson, and almost killed Scorpion. It's crazy, man. Peter didn't have that great power comes great responsibility moment. He had to learn that himself instead of being told that by somebody. Peter and Nico reconnect after the fight, and she understands what Peter has to do to keep people safe. So they're good now. Peter also talks to Norman about what happened, and Peter actually gets some good advice from Norman. Norman tells Peter that he's taking the hard road and it's gonna be moments where he falters, but this is what Peter needs to be doing. And then Norman has all of the tech and he just brings his people in, and of course Norman's becoming a bad guy like always. He wants to create the wrong type of tech. He wants to work on the villain tech, and he's also trying to recreate Spider-Man's powers. It's freaking crazy. The end of this episode really got me excited for the next one because I didn't know where it was going and I didn't know what was coming, but now that I know, it was freaking great, bro. Okay, let's get to episode 10. Episode 10, Nico is covering for Peter, like I said they would do. The part where it kind of diminishes Peter having to make it to places without people knowing his secret identity, but whatever. Peter was stopping the crime before school and he almost misses his project, but Peter ends up traveling to Oscorp, and Norman takes all the kids that were there that were working on their own projects, and they were actually a combined project called Project Monolith, which is interdimensional travel and outer space travel. It was crazy. Norman starts to become a dictator and telling people that this is what they're gonna do and this is what all their projects were built to do, and he tries to activate the portal, and Strange arrives and says, no, you can't do this. But I thought it was the Strange from the beginning, but it was the Strange from the beginning because we end up finding out that Strange tried to stop them, and then they opened the portal, and the monster from the first episode came through the portal, and then Strange fought the monster, and Peter comes with his Spider-Man costume and they're fighting the monster, and Strange creates a time loop by using the time stone and his portal, and he went back in time to the beginning of the show, and the spiders that Norman is trying to create to give spider powers went back in time to bite Peter. So it's a time loop from the first episode to the last episode. That was such a freaking mind-blowing moment for me. I was like, what is a time loop? Are we serious? So, Strange brings the symbiote back through the time loop, and Peter and him are stopping it, and Peter was fixing the machine the whole time, using his brain to fix the machine, and Strange ends up coming back saying, hey, you want to switch now? Because they opened the portal, a freaking giant symbiote blob is out there. It's probably Clintar that they opened the portal to. So it's a symbiote horde outside the portal. Strange has to keep back. Spider-Man has to fight the symbiote that's inside, and then Spider-Man throws the symbiote back into the portal, but they all converge into one single symbiote, and now they're trying to get back through the portal, and Spider-Man has to destroy the portal while Strange holds it off, but a piece slips through. And I was saying it during the episode, I was like, watch a piece slip through, watch a piece slip through. I knew it! Oh my god, this shit is amazing. A piece slips through and it lands in the lab. So after this, Oscorp suffers from the explosion and the failed experiment. The media got all over it. They asked him what happened. He's giving no comments. And Peter talks to Harry and Nico, and Harry is going to start a new business called Web for the students that were there if they want to come work for Harry, for bright minds that don't want to be used by anybody for shady business. Peter also talks to Strange and reflects on being Spider-Man and saying this is who he meant to be. And while he's talking to Strange, Strange tells him like, yeah, man, I think you ready for the future, you know? And as Strange leaves, the Watcher is behind them, and the Watcher is there watching Spider-Man's important moment. The Watcher? What the fuck? I'm explaining it right now, but you have to see it to believe it. Like, it's so freaking good, bruh. And then Daredevil had the girl that worked at Oscorp, not the kind of one, not the Amadeus Cho. It was the other one that was sneaking around before. She's working with Daredevil. Her and Daredevil was working together the whole time. And then Norman goes to his lab, finds the symbiote there. You know what he's going to do with that. He's going to put that in a container and it's going to break out and get to Peter. And probably for season 2, honestly. Otto starts working on the plans for his arms in prison. May goes to meet Richard Parker and he's still alive, but he's in prison. And Peter takes his final swing, man. And I'm telling you, this show is fantastic. The suit is fantastic. Everything was great. I had such a great ride watching the show, man. It was so good, bro. I'm literally giving it a 10 out of 10. This is one of the best Spider-Man shows I've ever watched. Like, it's up there with Spectacular for me and the original Spider-Man. It was crazy, bro. It was so good. The characters were done properly. The new characters that they added weren't cringe or weird, and Lonnie's storyline was so good the whole season. And now he's even becoming Tombstone. Like, he threw his jacket away and his hands are cracking because he's becoming how he's supposed to be. His skin normally peels off and he's just invincible under that, but he shaves his teeth down. He looks great, man. This show is good, bro. The show's so good. I love it, man. I can't really say too much more. I'm in love with the show. The show's amazing. You should watch it. Give it a watch, please. All right, I'm out.